वाईफाई में काम कर जाएगा।
वो क्या है? ये चार्ज नहीं लगा
अभी करा मेरा यहाँ पे मेल की वजह से।
आशुतोष पहले सही देखो। हाँ आशुतोष कहाँ है? नहीं लंच खाना खाने गए। द मीटिंग इज बीइंग रिकॉर्डेड।
आगे आगे
कैमरा ऑन का जब वीडियो तो ये लोग ओपन करेंगे तभी होगा।
ये कितने
वो तो उधर से
आज ये मैम का है क्या? ये मैम का है।
मंगल सर।
मैम नमस्ते।
नमस्ते
कैसे
मैम नमस्ते।
नमस्ते, कैसे हो?
मैडम नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
राशि जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर।
रजिस्ट्रेशन
कैसे हैं राशि जी?
डॉक्टर राशि
अभिषेक तो दिखा रहा है।
स्टार्ट करेंगे।
मेरा क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है?
हेलो डॉक्टर राशि।
जी सर स्टार्ट करें सर।
चलो हाँ यस यस यस
जी जी ओके सर।
चल बिल लगा क्या
A very good afternoon to all of you. On the behalf of Vishwa Adat Parishad, we are going to organize 8th Kriya Shari Sambhasha at this platform today. So I welcome you all. I would like to specially mention the constant support of our national convener, Professor M.B. Gaur sir, national co-convener, Professor P.C. Mangal sir, and our other zone-wise coordinators for constant support and motivation. Also, Dr. Hemant has also joined us from Devbhoomi College. He is also working with us together. So, as per the tradition, I would like to ask Dr. Surya Mukundan for Dhanvantri Vandana. Over to you, Dr. Surya Mukundan, for Dhanvantri Vandana.
Thank you, ma'am. बैच अच्छा है ना? थोड़ा सा
वंदित पाद पद्मं लोके जरायुनासं धाधारमीशं विविधौषधीनां सोमवादा वनिवारिणि वन्यम् संपाद सान्दं द्वादशमाख्यमूर्तिम्।
अच्छा मुजफ्फरपुर है क्या के लिए
Thank you so much, Dr. Mukundan, for the beautiful melodious singing. I have seen Dr. Mahendranath sir have joined. Welcome, sir, for our Kriya Shari Sambhasha today. Dr. Mahendra Prasad sir. And our
Thank you, ma'am.
our Secretary of Vishwa Adat Parishad, Dr. Professor Yogesh Mishra sir has also joined. Pranam sir, and welcome to our 8th Kriya Shari Sambhasha today. And I would like to invite Professor P.C. Mangal sir for welcome note of our today's expert speaker, Professor Sangeeta Gehlot madam. Professor Mangal sir.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर राशि। सर्वप्रथम में जो है अपना शरीर के विभाग के अंदर जो ये हमारा संभाषा विषय जो चल रहा है उसमें इनवाइटेड और जुड़े हुए सभी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं उनका मैं स्वागत करता हूं। आज का जो हमारा विषय है रिसेंट एडवांसमेंट इन क्रियाशारीर, ये जो विषय है इनके जो गेस्ट एक्सपर्ट है प्रोफेसर संगीता गहलोत मैडम है। आप जो मैडम बीएचयू के अंदर प्रोफेसर हेड के रूप में कार्य कर रहे हैं, आपका एज ए टीचिंग जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो 28 इयर्स है। आपका 27 इयर्स का रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस है और अंडर ग्रेजुएट एंड पीजी पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के लिए 23 इयर्स का आपका टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस है। इसके अलावा आपका जो नाम है, आपकी जो संस्था है बीएचयू, उसका संपूर्ण भारतवर्ष के अंदर नाम है। आपकी उपस्थिति हमारे लिए होना बड़े गर्व की बात है। साथ में मैडम के जो है मोर देन 125 जो है पेपर पब्लिश हुए हैं, चैप्टर्स 16 बुक के अंदर मैडम के चैप्टर्स है, 2 बुक मैडम की है और 7 बुक मैडम की पब्लिश बुक है। इसके अलावा मैडम ने 100 से ज्यादा कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड की है और मोर देन 90 के आसपास मैडम ने लेक्चर डिलीवर किए हैं। 7 रेडियो टॉक मैडम ने जो है डिलीवर किया है। इसके अलावा मैडम जो है हमारे बेस्ट पीएचडी थीसिस अवार्ड से सम्मानित हुई है 2006 के अंदर। बेस्ट मॉडल टीचर अवार्ड जो है 2008 के अंदर बोल रहे हैं। मैडम विज्ञान रत्न मानद उपाधि से भी जो है सम्मानित हुई देहरादून के अंदर। इसके साथ ही फेलोशिप ऑल इंडिया शारीरिक रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट लखनऊ अप्रैल 2013 के अंदर सम्मानित हुई है। इसके अलावा मैडम को अग्रणी प्रज्ञा अवार्ड जो है छत्तीसगढ़ की संस्था ने प्रोवाइड किया है। और मैडम के बारे में जो है एक सूरज को दीपक दिखाना सा है, क्योंकि मैडम के पास जो है एमडी का पीएचडी का काफी रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस है। तो मैडम जो है आज हमारे सामने उपस्थित हुई है रिसेंट एडवांसमेंट इन क्रियाशारीर विषय को लेकर। मैं मैडम आपका स्वागत करता हूं और आपने हमारे जो क्रियाशारीर जो संस्था है उसके लिए टाइम निकाला है, उसके लिए मैं भी आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहूँ। वेलकम प्लीज मैडम वेलकम।
Thanks, Dr. Mangal. Thanks for nice introduction. Disabled participant screen sharing. इसमें स्क्रीन शेयरिंग जो है वो डिसेबल्ड हो रहा है।
डॉक्टर आशीष।
यस मैम।
स्क्रीन शेयरिंग जो है ना डिसेबल्ड आ रहा है।
डिसेबल्ड आ रहा है। अभी
भी यही आ रहा है।
मैम एक सेकंड में चेक करती हूँ। इसमें स्क्रीन शेयरिंग डिसेबल्ड आ रहा है, कैसे होगा वो? मैंने भी देखो मैम, अभी ट्राई करिए।
हाँ हो रहा है, ठीक है
यार। इसमें एक दवाई रखना रह गया, एक दवाई रखना है।
कैसे नीचे करना? First of all, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizers who have given me this opportunity to present on the topic recent development and scope of research in Kriya Sharir. Why research of Kriya Sharir is important? Because Kriya Sharir deals with the fundamentals of Ayurveda, and proper understanding of these principles will be helpful in good clinical orientation as well as advancement. It is also important for development of standard tools like Agni, Prakriti, Dhatu, Sartha, Post, Dosh, Chhay, Vriddhi. These will be highly helpful for clinical practice for deciding important treatment, dose of drug, etc. Revalidation of facts, whichever mentioned in Ayurvedic classic, it is important for understanding of fundamental principle. And first important part of this, any type of research, any type of advancement is this review of literature. It is important for planning any research so that we could know what has been done already and what is still missing. And understanding of these basic principles will be helpful in conducting good clinical trial by analyzing various individualistic characteristics, thus providing better healthcare in the society.
Roll number 2.
There are various research areas in which no work have been done, and there are certain areas in which researches have been done till date. There are several development of tools have been done, like Prakriti, Agni, Dhatu, Sartha, relation of those Prakriti with physical, physiological, biochemical parameter, and analysis of genome and gut microbiota. Variation in hematological biochemical parameter as per Agni, as per Prakriti, as per Dhatu, Sartha, and still variation in properties of mother milk as per Prakriti. Recent work has been done. Mansik Prakriti questionnaire has been developed and it has been related with higher mental functions. Different type of responses of different yogic intervention as per Prakriti has been also done. And effect of walking, impact of teaching methodology like integrative problem-based learning and learning outcome of the students has been also done. But there are certain areas which require attention, like Gun Siddhant theory. Development of appropriate tool for the assessment of functional status of dosh and dhatu. Fundamental research for explaining the various features under dosh, dhatu, chhay and vriddhi is also required. Fundamental research to explain the contrast features which are occurring in more than one condition. And development of appropriate parameters to assess the features for dhatu, sartha, prakriti, dosh, chhay, vriddhi, it is also required. Assessment tools for dhatva-agni and its association with different hormonal factors, it is not still done. Impact of various types of diet on health as well as causation of disease in both human as well as in experimental model. It has not very popularly done. It is we have done some work on this. Certain studies are required on sleep physiology. Studies related to Manas Prakriti and relation with psychological as well as lifestyle disorder, it is also required. There should be certain collaborative study of one concept in Kriya Sharir with recent advances such as system biology, tissue engineering, circadian rhythm, and their relationship between tissues. Observational studies or different type of survey studies are also required in Kriya Sharir. We can perform collaboration with different departments at the university level like molecular biology, genetics, modern physiology, food and nutrition, preventive and social medicine, physical education, biochemistry, as well as psychology. There are different tools have been in recent past, different tools have been developed for the assessment of Prakriti and their validation has been also done. First tool on Prakriti has been developed by Tripathi PK et al. In 2019 and 2011. Agnibath assessment tool is also developed. Viruddhar tool is also developed in the last year, and also developed Dhatusar tool for qualitative and quantitative nutritional status of Dhatu. And 3-4 years back, we have developed a tool on Manas Prakriti. It is reliable and validated. For assessment of objective parameter as per Prakriti or psychosomatic constitution, different studies have been done based on anthropometric parameter, hematological and biochemical parameter, physical and physiological parameter, genomics, and we have done recently discriminant function test based on this function. If we know the certain significant parameters in different values, so by developing a formula, we can calculate directly the Prakriti of that individual. This is very important in case of, suppose we want to assess Prakriti in 10,000 and 50,000. So we should only have certain significant parameters that can be kept in the formula and Prakriti can be assessed. So this discriminant function can be done for those values only which are having significant correlation with Prakriti, and for each prospective subject, the value of this function can be calculated and subject may be classified into Vat, Pitta and Kapha. Those top individual are having a maximum value that should be that's Prakriti. In recent past, we have developed in our work of Prakriti, we have developed a formula. In this, we have used certain parameter, BMI, head circumference, and RGB value. By keeping simply keeping the values of that individual, if we have only values and that individual is not with us, by keeping the value, we can calculate the individual Prakriti. Different physical parameter can be assessed as per Prakriti. We have got a significant difference as per Prakriti, especially for height, weight, BMI, head circumference, and waist hip ratio. RGB value is also a parameter for assessing the color and complexion of the individual, and it is also found to be variable as per Prakriti. And highest value of RGB is found in Prakriti value individuals, and lowest RGB value is found in the Vat Prakriti individual. We have done certain physiological response as per Prakriti. In this work, individuals of different Prakriti were subjected to various autonomic function tests, and we found autonomic function test in healthy individuals may occur linearly with the primary dosh. In Kapha, specifically Kapha Prakriti individuals have higher parasympathetic activity, while Vat Prakriti individuals have lower sympathetic activity. This work is already published. And in another work by Piyush Tripathi, he reported significant variation in diastolic blood pressure immediately after performing the isotonic exercise for 5 minutes, specifically in Vat Kapha individuals. A research regarding disease susceptibility and Prakriti has been done on association of constitutional type of Ayurveda with cardiovascular risk factors and inflammatory markers in insulin resistance. In this study, we found a cardiovascular disease were more predominant in Vat Kapha constitution type individuals, and there were found different risk factors were correlated, like insulin resistance, cytokine, inflammatory markers, specifically in Vat Kapha Prakriti individual. And in Kapha group, insulin, IL, interleukin 6, TNF alpha, CRP is positively found correlated. And based on this study, we can identify Vat Kapha Prakriti individual and Kapha Prakriti individuals. Their correlation will be helpful in taking precautionary measures for future risk of cardiovascular diseases. Study have been done by Valero et al. On Prakriti and drug response. In this study, drug-induced maximum platelet aggregation was highest among the Vat Prakriti individuals as compared to other Prakriti, and these individuals responded better to lower dose of aspirin as compared to other Prakriti individuals. So with this study, we can conclude that identification of Prakriti may be helpful for individualized therapy as well as for predicting proneness to the particular disease. There have been certain studies on variation in hematological parameter as per Prakriti. In these studies, cholesterol, triglyceride, lipid profiles, there were found higher range is within normal limits in dominant individuals, while SGOT, SGPT, alkaline phosphatase was found higher in with dominant Prakriti individual. Protein, albumin, globulin were higher in Vat dominant individual. So various studies has concluded that lipid profile was found higher in within normal limit in Kapha Prakriti individual. A study has been done in 2015 by Piyush Tripathi as a PhD work, and he reported statistically significant difference in hemoglobin concentration, MCH and MCSC, and he found highest mean value in Prakriti individuals and lowest in Vat Prakriti individuals. Again, this study is also done based on blood group. A blood group was found in Vat Prakriti individual, B blood group was found in Kapha Prakriti individual, and O blood group in Pitta Prakriti individual. Again, blood group relation with Prakriti is also performed in the neonates, and Neeraj Srivastava reported higher incidence of A, O, and OB blood group in Vata and Kapha Prakriti individuals, and further higher incidence of A, AB, and O blood group was found in Vata, Kapha, and Pitta Prakriti individuals respectively. Regarding response of the CD markers as per Prakriti, study has been found a significant difference in CD markers such as CD14 and CD25 and CD56 in different Prakriti individuals, because CD25 and CD56 expression was found significantly higher in Kapha Prakriti sample, and slightly higher levels of CD14 were also observed in Pitta Prakriti individual. So higher concentration of this CD25-56 in Kapha Prakriti individual, it indicate ability to elicit a better immune response, which is in conformity with the textual references in Ayurveda. A recent study has been done on genomic study as per Prakriti by Shruti et al. And she found, she has done biomolecular approach to concept of Prakriti in to diabetes susceptibility on KCNJ11 gene. And she reported striking difference in numbers and positions of mutation and impact created by it on structure and function of protein. And these findings are in concurrent with the description that Kapha Prakriti individuals are prone for this disease. This work is already published in as a clinical prediction for type 2 diabetes individual, and by assessing different anthropometrical and biochemical parameters. In this study, a retrospective study was done in diabetic individuals, and relationship was assessed in different constitutional type. And by these parameters, specifically in anthropometric parameters, a mathematical model was developed based on Prakriti or some significant contributing characteristics to predict the individuals with and without diabetes, which is a preliminary study. And even this study can create a awareness of Prakriti prone to particular diseases, and it can be helpful in aiding the disease prevention at the early stage of life. And this study also found a positive association between various biochemical and anthropometric parameters related to Prakriti types in case as well as in control groups. Individuals, Prakriti, and a few contributing characteristic features are associated could be exploited as Prakriti-based biochemical markers, or this can be useful for the creating the awareness for the certain parameters in case of diabetes individual. Another work is again done on the genetic basis, and that work was done by Ghodke et al. And they have got a significant association with CYP2C19 genotype and major class of Prakriti. And they have reported extensive metabolizer genotype was found to be predominant in Prakriti individuals. And these findings were in 91% cases, while poor metabolizer genotype was highest in Kapha Prakriti individuals. In overall 31% cases, they found this observation. So these observations are very significant on phenotype genotype correlation, drug discovery, pharmacogenomics, and personalized medicine. And these also support the description that Prakriti individuals are having Tikshanagni and Prakriti individuals are having Mandagni. Again, in a study on HLA type and Prakriti type, Bhushan Patwardhan has reported that complete absence of HLA DRB1 in Vata type and HLA DRB113 in Prakriti individuals. So, in higher frequency of HLA1 DRB1 was in Kapha than with and Vata individuals. Again, the same work has been done observed by this Parashar Bar in case of this blood group. She observed difference in gene expression relating to phenotype. She reported higher expression of gene which affects the hemoglobin level HbA1, NOV in Pitta Prakriti individual as compared to Vata and Kapha Prakriti individual, which is in conformity with the description available in Ayurveda. Another study also done on this genetic variation, and this study reported a link between high attitude adaptation and common variation for RS47920 and RS48092 in EGLN1 gene, and they reported TT genotype of 47920 associated with high altitude pulmonary edema, and it was found more frequent in Kapha Prakriti individual, and lower frequency of this pulmonary edema was reported in Pitta Prakriti individual. Even some work has been also done in variation in composition of gut microbiota as per Prakriti, and different Prakriti individual was found abundance in bacteroids, parabacteroids, Escherichia and Succinea vibrio. It was observed in gut microbiota, and certain analysis has revealed Prakriti specific presence of Magibacterium, Propionibacterium, Rhodococcus in Kapha Prakriti individual. Hypophyte microbiome, Novaci sphingomicrobiome in Pitta Prakriti individuals, and Rubigenitalia Cetobacterium in Vata Prakriti individuals. Means a specific type of bacteria or microbes were found in different Prakriti individuals. And again, this oral and skin microbiome also reported the presence of Prakriti specific diverse bacteria. Prakriti specific presence was recorded only in 42% microbiome in the oral sample and 52% microbiome in the skin sample were shared. So again, inflammation in cases of inflammation, specific bacteria known for preventing gut inflammation by digesting the resistant starch these were found abundant in Pitta Prakriti individuals. Means Pitta Prakriti individuals are more prone to develop gut inflammation related disorders. Some studies performed on seasonal variation in our department with a special reference to Prakriti by Pramod et al. In 2012. This work is already published. And based on this study, serum cholesterol was found significant changes in Shishir versus Grishma Ritu and Grishma versus Sharad Ritu in Pitta and Kapha Prakriti individual. While triglycerides was found as per Prakriti, significant changes were found in Shishir Vasant Grishma in Kapha Prakriti individual. While this LDL, HDL and VLDL, it was also found significant changes in Shishir versus Grishma Ritu, means extreme cold and extreme summer season, and Prakriti specific changes were found in Pitta and Kapha Prakriti, and specifically VLDN in Kapha Prakriti individuals. Urea and creatinine was found again in Pitta and Kapha Prakriti individuals, where there were found significant changes as per different season. Alkaline phosphate was again found in Pitta and Kapha Prakriti individuals in Shishir versus Grishma, but total protein was found significant in Vata and Kapha Prakriti individual in Shishir versus Grishma and Grishma versus Sharad. Another study was done on the hematological parameter as per season and as per Prakriti. In this study, we found a very significant finding, like hemoglobin was found significant changes in as per Pitta and Kapha Prakriti individual in Grishma versus Sharad. Hematocrit was found in Kapha Prakriti individual, significant changes in Shishir versus Sharad Ritu. Mean corpuscular hemoglobin was found in all Prakriti individual, but seasons were Shishir versus Sharad, Grishma versus Sharad, and Shishir versus Grishma. Platelet was again found in these seasons in all Prakriti individuals. Bleeding time is found in Kapha Prakriti individuals, while clotting time was found significant changes in Pitta Prakriti individuals. Season was again Shishir versus Grishma, means extreme cold and extreme summer season. Certain biochemical study on seasonal variation was also done, and they by Sunil Chaudhary, in which Prakriti and minimum changes in which particular season. Like serum urea was found maximum in Vata Prakriti individual in Shishir Ritu and minimum in Kapha Prakriti individual in Grishma Ritu. Triglycerides in Vata Prakriti individual in Sharad Ritu was found maximum and minimum in Kapha Prakriti individual in Grishma Ritu. Cholesterol LDL was found maximum in Pitta Prakriti individual in Shishir Ritu, and HDL and cholesterol LDL was found minimum in Vata Prakriti individual in Grishma Ritu, HDL in Vata Prakriti individual in Shishir Ritu. Total protein was found maximum in Vata Prakriti individual in Sharad Ritu and minimum in Kapha Prakriti individual in Grishma Ritu. Alkalized phosphatase was found maximum in Pitta Prakriti individual, and it was found minimum in Kapha Prakriti individual in Grishma Ritu. Another work was done on T3, T4 concentration as per different season or by taking this Agni Bal, assessing the Agni Bal. So in this study, Rasmi et al. Has reported T3, T4 concentration maximum in Vasant Ritu and lowest in the Varsha Ritu. And TSS concentration was found to be maximum in Hemant Ritu and lowest in Varsha Ritu. And even the mean Uttam and Heen Agni Bal was observed maximum in Hemant Ritu and Vasant Ritu and Varsha Ritu respectively. And another work is done on the healthy individuals as well as in disease condition by Aparna et al. Based on important criteria was Agni as well as Prakriti. As per Prakriti, we did not found any significant changes, but as per Agni, on as per season, we found SDL was found highest in Varsha Ritu, LDL was found highest in Vasant Ritu, triglyceride was found maximum in Vasant Varsha Ritu, and on performing LDL SDL ratio, it was found significant in Hemant versus Varsha Ritu, and cholesterol ratio and VLDL ratio was found maximum in Vasant versus Ritu. Means all the biochemical parameter they vary as per Agni, as per Prakriti, and as per as in different season. Another work is done by for the assessment of function of Pitta dosh, and we have assessed the function of 5 types of Pitta. Like for biochemical parameters, we have taken cholesterol, triglyceride, glucose, and protein, and these parameters were found higher in Kapha Prakriti individual, triglyceride and cholesterol lower in Pitta Prakriti individual, glucose and protein were found higher in Vata Prakriti individual. While assessing the short-term and long-term memory, it was found better in Pitta Prakriti individuals and lower in Vata Prakriti individuals. For assessment of the function of Alochak Pitta, we have assessed visual acuity for distant vision. Incidence of myopia was found higher in Vata Prakriti individual, lower in Pitta Prakriti individual. Blood group assessment, frequency of blood group A is high in Vata Prakriti individual, whereas AB and B in Kapha Prakriti individual and O in Pitta Prakriti individual. These significant changes in blood group as per Prakriti around in 60 to 65% individual. We have assessed audio-visual reaction time for assessment of these functions of Pitta. Maximum was audio-visual reaction time was found in Kapha Prakriti individual in all the 3 groups: normal group individual, irritable bowel syndrome group, and hypertensive individual. And systolic blood pressure changes following the cold pressure test for the assessment of the stress. It was found maximum in Vata Prakriti individual, Vata Kapha, and minimum in Pitta Kapha Prakriti individual. Changes in GSR, galvanic skin resistance following cold stress. It was found maximum in Pitta and Vata dominant Prakriti. Immediate memory score based on digit forward test. It was found best memory response for immediate retention and recall has been shown by Pitta dominant Prakriti individual, in Pitta Kapha Prakriti in normal individual and hypertensive group, and Pitta Vatas group in irritable bowel syndrome group. This is a blueprint for a software which we have developed for the assessment of Prakriti in the infants. In this, all the informations were told by the mother, and this is a computerized. This is just important software by which simply filling all the information we can calculate the Prakriti in the Excel sheet. And in this work also we have calculated the skin RGB value. So it is very difficult to assess the color and complexion of the individual. So what is this RGB value? RGB value is nothing. It is a color model, an additive color model of computer sciences in which red, green, blue light are added together in various ways to produce different colors. And scientifically, if we assess the different color combination, red and green light rays produce yellow color. Blue and green produce cyan color. Red and blue produce magenta color. Red, green, and blue mix to create white color. For this RGB assessment, we have developed a specific tool. First of all, we required a photograph of individual, whether adult or whether an infant. We have used a tool, MATLAB R3013 as a software. And we have a standard, we kept standard and fixed light in each case. Sony Handycam camera is used and distance was kept 45 centimeter in all the cases. And for this assessment, we have taken the frontal view of photograph at section of 1296 into 800 pixel from the cheek region was cut from this photograph, and this cut photo section was inserted in MATLAB our software and run RGB value of cut section was displayed. For each case, we have taken 3 sections were taken and 3 data of RGB were obtained, and then mean of these 3 data were taken as real data of RGB. So first of all, we have taken a infant at the time of registration, that is the 10th day of life after the birth of the baby. This is the 10 days individual, and we calculated the, by having the photographs, we have cut the section and we calculated the RGB value. Then the same kid RGB value were calculated on 3 months. And then same kid's RGB value was calculated on 9th month. These RGB values were slightly variable because after the development in up to 9 months, after 9 months, there is the stability of the tissues. So there will be the slight variation in the RGB value of that individual as there is a changes in the color and complexion of that infant. And after assessing this, we have taken certain references from the text, like in the Kaprakriti individual, there is a color of Durva, Indivar and Sarkanda. So we thought we should also calculate these Sarkanda and Durva's RGB value. We calculated this by taking the photograph of this Durva grass, we calculated the RGB value. And we also have taken the Priyangu fruit and its photograph and calculated the RGB value. And in the same way, we have also calculated the RGB value of Sarkanda. So to know that whether these RGB values are correlated with the RGB value of the Kaprakriti individuals. So these three, Durva, Sarkanda and Priyangu, RGB value are slight variable because depend on the color and complexion. So we can develop a range in the Kaprakriti individual. This RGB value will be from this to this, and it is very nearer to the RGB value of the Kaprakriti individual. Then for assessment of the Prakriti individual skin color, it is available in text, this yellow and coppery color of nail, eye and tongue, palate, lips, palm, sole and other body part. So for assessment of this copper color RGB value, we have taken the photograph of this copper plate and we calculated the RGB value of this photographs, and this RGB value is very nearer to the RGB value of this Prakriti individual. After that, we have also assessed the RGB value of for this Dhusar complexion is assessed for the Vatprakriti individual. So by discussing in the Agriculture Institute, we have calculated this Dhusar color soil value that was near about similar to the RGB value of this Vatprakriti individuals. Again, working on obese individuals, we have assessed the assessment Kapalbhati and Paschimottanasana effect in obese individual as per Prakriti. In this study, we found a very significant reduction in all anthropometric parameter in Vatprakriti individuals except head circumference and body fat percentage, which were reduced significantly more in Prakriti individual. And this Ravi Shukla also reported significant change in pulse rate, respiratory rate, and Vatprakriti individuals, and other biochemical parameter like SDL were significantly reduced in Vatprakriti individual, while in Prakriti individual only significant changes were observed in LDL, triglyceride, and CRP. It decreased significantly. So based on this, we can say different type of treatments or different type of yogic activities will be giving the different result in different Prakriti individual and different biochemical and parameters and hematological and lipid parameters. So why this Prakriti assessment is important? It is important for knowing the specific diet or which type is congenial to which Prakriti individual. It will be depend on specific Prakriti, while some Prakriti individual can use any type of diet. And main aim of this Prakriti assessment is to assessment of the bal, that is physical and psychological strength, and dosh praman of the individual. And this Prakriti assessment can be important for individual constituent for guiding the health of individual. So those individuals who are having equilibrium of dhatus, they can use any type of ras, while those individuals are having single doshik Prakriti, they should have a specific ras opposite qualities are recommended. And it is important for psychosomatic constitution of an individual, not only define the characteristics, it is also important for which Prakriti individual are more susceptible to disease, and to know the response of a specific drug, or as well as to know the physical as well as in psychological strength of that individual. And it is also important for preventive and curative aspect of diseases for diagnosis, because if we provide a rash administration of any medication without any proper examination of Prakriti, it may be injurious to the life of that patient. We have also done a work on effect of milk of different colors and taste. So in the Kashyap, it has been Kashyap and Ashtanga, it is mentioned if the different color taste of the milk is there, it will be having different effects on the child. So for example, if individual is milk is kashayarus, if child is taking, it may cause retention of urine and feces. For example, if Lavan Anuras is there, it may cause Visarp, Koth and Kandu. So that's why giving any milk to any neonate, any individual, before giving their milk examination should be also done, so that health of that individual can be maintained. So we have done this, we have developed a different parameter, like for assessment of if milk was Vatik, we have considered the qualities Virasta, Fen Sangat and Jukshita. In a 30% of females, this was found Virasta or abnormal taste. 10% cases, it was found Fen Sangat. And in regarding Pitta Dosh, in 20% of mothers, it was found discoloration, and their infants were found having loose stool. And regarding Kapha Dosh, there was 16% was found individual mother's milk was found foul smelling, and 30% mother's milk was found ati snigdh, and 63% mother milk was found pichilta, and 50% mother's milk was found guruta, and they are having a specific effect on their neonates. So after assessing the milk, we have given the certain treatment, and when this milk has got purified, then after we have assessed the characteristic of this infant, and then these diseases were not found in that individual. So before starting mother milk and after, it should be examined properly, and after examination, it should be prescribed to the infants. Otherwise, infant will be suffering with this vitiated milk effect on the body. So we have developed a parameter to assess the examination of this milk. We have, which as it is mentioned in the text, we should, before giving milk, we should have a water test, and it was assessed for Batik, Patik, Kaphas, Dwandaj and Tridoshas and normal milk. We have developed organoleptic test and lactometer test. Organoleptic test is used to assess the color, smell, odor and taste. Lactometer tests were conducted to assess fat, SNF, protein and lactose content of the breast milk. For this, we have taken a glass container of 500 ml available at bedside, and it is having a diameter of 10 centimeters. One drop of milk is dropped at 1 centimeter just above the water surface, and observe the characteristic of breast milk and how much time it has been taken in dissolution, and how much time it is taken in reaching to the bottom is assessed. If milk floats over the water, means at surface or submerged at 1/3 part of the water column, or remains suspended in the middle column, or settled at bottom, time total time is observed. If it is settled down, that means it is the having the Kaphas characteristic. These are certain certain sample which are showing Vata and Kaph vitiated milk. In this milk is vitiated with Vat, in this it is vitiated with Kaph, and there is a Dwandaj milk, and in this milk 3 doshas. Upper one portion is the Vatic, in between Pathic, and lower most portion is this settled down. So after examination of this milk, we have got a very important findings based on certain criteria. Zinc was absent in non-vitiated milk, and Vat vitiated, Pith vitiated, and Kapha vitiated milk, it was present. Float was absent in non-vitiated milk, and it was present in Vat vitiated milk, and it was absent in Pith and Kapha vitiated. Threads were found in Pith vitiated milk. In other criteria, it was found absent. And miscibility of dispersion was present in non-vitiated milk. It was absent in Vat, Pith, and Kapha vitiated milk. So after assessing this criteria in by lactometer, we found a very significant finding. So we have assessed the pure and vitiated milk as per mother Prakriti, and we have considered this Ahar Nidra Brahmacharya parameter also in mother, how this is affecting the qualities of milk. And it is very surprising. Only initially 60% mother's milk were found vitiated, while 40% mother's milk were found only purified. After giving certain drugs for purification of milk, these mother's milk were purified. And it was assessed when mothers were coming with the certain problem of the fetus, certain problem of the infants. Then mother milk was first assessed, it was found vitiated, means this all the problems on the infants were due to this vitiation of milk. When we assess these values on the lactometer, we found a very significant changes in different parameter, like mean values of SNF, density, freezing point, and lactose were found high among the Kapha Prakriti mothers, lower in Vat Prakriti mother, while fat percentage, protein were found higher in Pith Prakriti mother. pH was more acidic and conductivity was also high among milk of Vat Prakriti individual. And these changes were in all the parameters in the all the Prakriti individuals, but statistically significant changes were found in fat percentage only. It was found as compared to other Prakriti individuals. These findings are published in this both Scopus and Desk paper. Then another work is done in department in assessment of Ruksha Sarvang Swed as per Prakriti. In this study, 3 days, morning 8 to 10, studying was done after breakfast per day, 15 to 30 minutes. And it reported decrease in diastolic blood pressure, systolic blood pressure in all Prakriti individual, hematological and biochemical parameter change as per Prakriti, but it was found within normal limit. Change in sodium concentration was found significant in Vat Prakriti individuals only. And hemoglobin, platelet, and neutrophil was increased in all Prakriti individuals, but in Pith Prakriti individual, it was found significant. So that's why it is important in different Prakriti individuals, we should give the different type of setting. So then another study was done on Agnibal by using the different biochemical parameter. And this study, we developed a questionnaire which is already published, and we have assessed Abhyavaran Shakti and Jaran Shakti by different questions. And we observed a significant relation in total cholesterol LDL-SDL ratio as per Agnibal. And LDL-SDL ratio was also found relatively to our higher side in our Jaran Shakti group in comparison to Madhyam Jaran Shakti group. Even significant variation were observed in mean serum triglyceride, LDL-SDL, LDL-SDL ratio, cholesterol ratio, and VLDL level as per season were found significant. This work is published in this journal JAPCAM. Another work is done as per Agnibal and T3-T4. Agnibal remains irregular in Varsha Ritu, in predominantly in Pith Prakriti individual. And Dr. Rashmi reported serum T3 and T4 concentration were found maximum in Vasant Ritu, but this concentration was within normal range. Then there was not standard questionnaire for development of assessment of SAR. We have developed a questionnaire for the assessment of SAR, and we have got a very significant changes. We can have a weighted mean on different dhatu sartha, and we initially we developed a we assess these dhatu sartha as per the different SAR, and we have got a very higher values of this hematological parameter on Rakta SAR individual, on Shukra SAR individual, and Majja SAR individual. This might be due to the higher because all the blood cells are developed from this bone marrow, and in Shukra SAR individual because testosterone is a stimulating factor for the erythropoiesis. These are the significant correlation with scores of this weighted mean score in different dhatu SAR individual, and we found a significant changes for some parameter in the different SAR like height, weight, skin fold thickness, and on biceps and skin fold thickness above iliac crest. We found significant changes in waist in different SAR related to waist to hip ratio, head circumference, and shoulder width. In these anthropometric parameter, we found a significant correlation coefficient. So with this, we can develop certain tools for Dhatvagani. Assessment tool can be developed for Dhatvagani, like we can develop certain associated study which can show the different relationship, and we can have a causal and effect of outcome relationship, means we can have the assessment of nourishment level of this specific dhatu, or we can have certain hormonal assessment. We can include these hormonal assessment under different Dhatvagani, like Rasagani. We can have this different nutrient and inorganic substances. For Raktagani, all the factors which are helpful in the hemopoiesis, iron, vitamin B12, folic acid, vitamin C, erythropoietin can be assessed. For Mansagni, we can include myokine, insulin, thyroxine, and growth hormone can be assessed. For Medha-Agni, we can have the assessment of insulin, leptin, and adiponectin, thyroxine hormone. These can have direct and indirect relationship with the Dhatvagni if we study the metabolism in different and detail. Asthyagni can be assessed by osteokine assessment, calcitonin, parathyroid hormone, because these hormones are responsible for their proper development of this dhatu and proper metabolism of different agni. Majjagni can be assessed for the adiponectin because it is helpful in the different for different hemopoietic factors, precursor, as well as for the bone marrow. And Shukragni can be assessed by the different hormone, testosterone, androgen, dihydroepiandrosterone. So we can develop a certain tool for functional status of dosh. We have already assessed the pith function of pith. So a certain objective parameter can be assessed for different type of dosh, vat, pitta, kapha, and these functions can be assessed by using the objective parameter. Like we have developed a certain parameter like higher mental function can be assessed, helpful for consciousness, orientation, emotional state. Sensory system test can be done for touch, proprioception, pain, and temperature. Motor system test can be done for the assessment of Vadosh, like finger to nose test, heel to shin test, rapid alternating movement. Certain sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system test can be done, like cold pressure test, hand grip test, Valsalva maneuver, and deep breathing test. We have developed certain functional objective parameter for assessment of pith dosh, like we can use hemoglobin, total iron binding capacity, BMR, core body temperature, visual acuity, color vision, and skin color can be further assessed by derma spectrophotometer and RGB value. Dryness of skin can be assessed by transepidermal water loss. We have developed a questionnaire of Sadak Pith, and is this with this help? These all questionnaire are already published. You can see online. So with this questionnaire, we can have, if there is 0 score, no stress. If 1 to 11 score is there, individual is suffering with mild stress. If score is 12 to 23, it means individual is suffering with moderate stress. If score is 24 to 35, it is individual may be suffering with the severe stress. So we have also developed a certain criteria for Kaph dosh assessment. For assessment of bulk, we can have fatigue index, we can assess Dhatu Sartha, we can assess stress response or Vyayam Shakti, we can have analysis of immunoglobulin, CD4 marker, CD8, TLC and DLC. Bandha compactness can be assessed by skin fold thickness, anthropometric measurement. Isne can be assessed by lipid profile, skin moisture and sebum content. For skin moisture and sebum content, already a instrument is available. Dhruti can be assessed by short-term and long-term memory. Cognition and learning capacity can be assessed. Gaurav function can be assessed by the BMI. So by this parameter, we can also assess the functional status of Dhatu. Like for Ras Dhatu, we can have albumin globulin ratio, lipid profile, blood glucose concentration, pulse rate, heart rate. For Rakta, we can have CBC, hemoglobin, blood indices, ECV, bleeding time, clotting time, skin softness and moisture. For Mans Dhatu, we can assess the abdominal girth, muscle strength and power, reflexes, myokines assessment. For EMG, we can assess mid-arm and mid-thigh circumference can be assessed. For Med Dhatu, we can have the abdominal girth, lipoprotein, lipid profile, adiponectin, fat percentage can be assessed. For Asti Dhatu assessment, we can have serum calcium, vitamin D, calcitonin, parathyroid hormone, chest circumference can be assessed, shoulder width, hair and nail condition can be assessed. Majja Dhatu can be assessed by the bone marrow analysis. Shukra Dhatu can be assessed by semen analysis. And in female, Artha for menstrual history and follicular development can be assessed. We have developed a very, for the assessment of Manas Prakriti, we have developed a proforma regarding Manas Prakriti that is known as Manas Prakriti Assessment Inventory Scale. In this questionnaire, we have total 130 questions, out of which 67 questions assess the Sattvic attribute and 43 questions assess and 23 questions evaluate for Rasic and Tamasic characteristic. And this questionnaire is used on Likert scale, on 0 to 5-4 scale. And in this study of Manas Prakriti, between personality traits and Manas Prakriti, we found a very significant positive correlation with extraversion, agreeableness and conscientiousness in Sattvic Prakriti. Rasic Prakriti were found significant positively correlated with neuroticism. Tamasic Prakriti individuals show significant and negative correlation with agreeableness and conscientiousness. And we have developed a questionnaire on this formula by which if Sattvic, Rasic, Tamasic parameters were found significant, by keeping this NANC E values, neuroticism, extraversion values in the formula, we can simply have the calculation of that individual is Sattvic, Rasic and Tamasic Prakriti individual. And this developed tool is very helpful for physician to assess the status of Trigun in the patient for their correct diagnosis and prescription of the drug by getting an idea of their Sattva. And it is also helpful to predict about the reaction of the individual in a particular situation, and it will provide idea regarding the susceptibility to the particular personality disorder. Another study we have done on female volunteers of the university students and UG/PG students of Sattvic and Rasic and Tamasic Prakriti individuals in the overall data were 40, 32% and 27%. And this study reported maximum Tamasic Prakriti females of blood group A, B, AB and O are prone to severe level of stress. Tamasic Prakriti females of blood group A, B, O and B were having a severe level of depression, and Rasic Prakriti females having a blood group B are more prone to very high level of anxiety. In these individuals, we have a assess stress, anxiety and depression. So it is also having a significant relationship with the blood group as well as different disorders. And this study also find correlation between the Manas Prakriti and psychological parameter, by which we can infer about the status of Manas Prakriti with the help of psychological parameter, and that is stress, depression and anxiety. Recently, we have developed a questionnaire for Viruddhahar assessment, and we got a significant finding in different biochemical parameter and hematological parameter as well as lipid profiles. And this questionnaire report based on this study reporting were that the health status of healthy individual depends upon Agni and Prakriti, while in diseased individual it does not depend on Agni and Prakriti. So from this study, it can be resolved consumption of healthy and Viruddhahar depends upon healthy and Viruddhahar consumers' occupation, habitat, age group, nature of diet, bowel habit, frequency of micturition, appetite, sleep and duration of sleep and Agni. And this study also reported changes in VLDL, fasting blood sugar level, triglyceride, alkaline phosphatase, SGAT, SGPT, and disease individual as compared to healthy individual. But this study also conclude that health and disease status of individual depend upon their occupation, habitat, age group, nature of diet, bowel habit, frequency of micturition, sleep and duration of sleep, mental illness, addiction, and Agni. So for the proper maintenance of health, so much factors are important, which are varying in as per Agni, as per Prakriti. So these are certain work which were done in the recent past. Nutritional assessment of teenage students to identify presence of malnutrition as per Prakriti. Effect of exercise on physiological variation as per Prakriti in healthy individual and certain hypertensive and diabetic individuals. Another work is in primitive stage in the under process. A study on biophysical characteristic of Nadi in Ayurveda as per Prakriti. Dr. Devyani is doing this work. And in this work, she is using two instrument computerized sensing apparatus, and she is working on vascular Doppler reader, vascular ultrasound to check the ABPI, ankle brachial pressure index, and another is pulse wave velocity to assess the elastic properties of the arterial system. And this study has been planned to conduct research on Nadi Pariksha with the aim to assess the biophysical characteristic of Nadi, whether Guru, Laghu, Chapal, with those on a standard scientific parameter in healthy subjects and certain disease condition. Another study has been done in 3 years back, in which reported Pitta's Nadi was dominant in Pitta Prakriti individual. That was manual method, and through Nadi Tarangani, Pitta's Nadi was predominant in all Prakriti individual. This work is done on certain certain commentators' work, and this work reported a very significant finding, and 3 types of Agni Bal described by the Gangadhar. Relation between pattern of Ras Samvahan and Agni Bal is also described. Interdependence of preceding and succeeding dhatu to each other dependent, and commentators has also mentioned the criteria for the classification of dosh. And this is a certain work which can be explain certain studies which is already published, which can differentiate the or which can correlate this description of which is mentioned in Ayurveda. Rasad Rakt Manso Mansan Medas Stithya and this study the concept of embryonic stem cells with concept of regeneration in Ayurveda. And with this, we can say there is an immense potential in developing regenerative medicine. And this is basically a primary experiment on made drugs, which suggests neuronal stem cell differentiation. Some work has been done on evaluating the integrative approach of teaching Kriya Sharir, in which we found a better response in those which are found working on this audiovisual as well as audiovisual and integrative approach. And another work is hybrid problem-based learning, because in this hybrid problem-based learning, there were found only slight variations, slight changes as per in problem-based learning. These are certain exercise physiology work which has been done in our department and found a very significant changes as per category. In sports physiology, we can plan certain works have been done on Kapalbhati pranayam and performance of long distance runner, Brahmari pranayam or certain physical and physiological parameter, certain aerobic and anaerobic training or certain physiological parameter and body composition parameter. Another work, very new type of work, is done on effect of circuit training and yoga asana on physical and physiological parameter in a sport person with special reference to Prakriti. In this, as per Prakriti, we found a very significant changes. And this reported changes in speed, agility, flexibility, and this response in cardiovascular endurance shows changes in Pitta and Kapha Prakriti individuals. And response of this circuit training and yogasana, it was similar in players in all the parameters with the slight, but there were found slight variation in as per Prakriti. These are certain area in which we can work on a sport physiology, variation of different sports parameter as per Prakriti and Dhatu Sartha. We can work on certain hematological parameters. We can work on sport person or certain spirometric parameter, certain cardiovascular changes, certain strength and agility. So based on this, we can have we have lot of scope and career in Kriya Sharir, in academic institution, research organization. You can work as a consultant in lifestyle and dietary modification. You can work as a counselor for assessing the psychological status, can work as scientist, can work in the field of biotechnology for knowing the genetic basis of Prakriti. So with this all words, in short, we can conclude that there are many updates have taken place in recent fields, past in the fields of Ayurveda physiology, especially in field of Prakriti, which is signifying the variation in biochemical, hematological, physiological parameter. However, all these studies have used different assessment tools. Thus, the inter-rater reliability between these tools for development of standard tool is required for the more accuracy or more generalization of the study. Certain parameters have been reported significant as per Prakriti. If these parameters are applied on a large sample size having representation from throughout the country, a reference range of these parameters may be drawn. Further, based on these parameters, a standard Prakriti assessment tool may be developed, which may tool for the correctness of different parameters as per Prakriti. And by understanding the constitution of individual, appropriate food, drink, exercise may be advised, which are of opposite properties of that particular dosh for maintaining the health of that individual. And it is important for prevention and curative aspect of diseases. And some of the studies have been done for Agnibal, Sartha, and fundamentals of Ayurveda, which can be helpful for understanding the concept of Ayurvedic physiology or for making it more relevant in current scenario. And certain studies are also required in field of Panchamahabhut, Tridosh, Srotas, Dhatu Poshan, Nyaya, etc. And development of objective tools for assessment of dosh, Dhatu and Dhatvagni can be done by developing certain tools. Retrospective study can also be done to establish these parameters. Different concepts such as Vipak, interdependence of Dhatu, Dhatu Poshan have been studied in detail by the researchers, but it can be also done on different large number of sample size. There are different tools, questionnaire for Sadak with Viruddhahar is also developed, can be done for other type of dosh, and study related to circadian rhythm can be done on different seizure or by taking other parameters. Milk vitiation study is very important. It can be used for standardization of Rakta Muth Purish also. And sweating or different type of sweat can be assessed by using Prakriti and other parameter. As current teaching learning method is shifting from classical teaching oriented method to student oriented teaching method, and the learning outcome different teaching methodology like integrative teaching, problem based learning, topics of Kriya Sharir can be evaluated. These descriptions show that there are lots of scope of research in Kriya Sharir if we search the literature throughout and think intellectually. Thanks to all for giving me this opportunity for this presentation. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing detailed and extremely valuable information with all of us today. And I would like to add more about madam. She is very extremely sincere, extremely hardworking personality in our department. And we constantly keep on learning from her how to perform, how to be disciplined throughout. So thank you so much, ma'am, once again for everything. I would like to invite Dr. Siman Saurabh sir for sharing word of thanks in the regards of ma'am. Over to you, Dr. Siman Saurabh sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rasi. आज हम लोग सभी विश्व हित परिषद के 8वें क्रिया शारीरिक संभाषा में एकत्रित हुए हैं। आज जो वक्ता हैं वो क्रिया शारीर की मैं कहूँ कि भारत ही नहीं, भारत के बाहर भी रेनाउंड पर्सनालिटी हैं मैडम। डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर संगीता गहलोत मैडम के द्वारा किए गए रिसर्च की जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम है। मैडम ने क्रिया शारीर से रिलेटेड जितने भी रिसर्चेज हैं, उसके जितने भी खासकर प्रकृति से रिलेटेड उसके जितने भी अप्लाइड एस्पेक्ट हो सकते थे, उस पे जितने भी रिसर्चेज हो सकते थे, उन सभी रिसर्चेज को काफी विस्तृत में मैडम ने बतलाया है। मैडम ने प्रकृति और दोष का क्या संबंध है, प्रकृति का हेमेटोलॉजिकल पैरामीटर के साथ क्या रिलेशन होता है, बायोकेमिकल फिनोटाइप्स कौन कौन से होते हैं, कौन कौन से फिनोटाइप्स किस प्रकृति के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं, इसके साथ साथ लिपिड प्रोफाइल के साथ प्रकृति का क्या संबंध है, साथ ही वेरिएशंस इन ब्लड ग्रुप इन डिफरेंट देह प्रकृति, वेरिएशंस ऑफ ह्यूमन मिल्क अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रकृति, इफेक्ट ऑफ रुक्ष सर्वंग स्वेद एज पर द प्रकृति, अग्नि बल and different biochemical parameter, Agni Bal T3 T4 as per Prakriti, develop Dhatu Sartha assessment questionnaire, assessment tool for Dhatu Agni, Manas Prakriti questionnaire development, Nadi Pariksha, validate reliable tool for Viruddha Ahar score assessment, effect of circuit training and yoga asana as per Prakriti, scope in Kriya Sarir in different fields. प्रकृति और प्रकृति से रिलेटेड जितनी भी चीजें हैं उसको खासकर मैं यूं कहूं कि जो स्नातक एवं स्नातकोत्तर छात्र जो भी जुड़े हुए हैं इस संभाषा में, उनके साथ साथ जो भी हम सभी शिक्षक हैं, हम लोगों का भी काफी फायदा हुआ है इस प्रेजेंटेशन से। इसके लिए मैडम को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा, आभार प्रकट करना होगा कि मैडम आप अपने व्यस्ततम शेड्यूल से इस संभाषा के लिए मैडम आपने समय निकाला, इसके लिए विश्व हित परिषद सदा आपका आभारी रहेगा। इसके साथ साथ विश्व हित परिषद की जो संभाषा टीम है उसमें सर्वप्रथम प्रोफेसर एमबी गौर सर जो कि नेशनल कन्वेनर हैं, प्रोफेसर पीसी मंगल सर नेशनल को कॉन्वेनर हैं, प्रोफेसर प्रणीता जोशी देशमुख मैडम जो कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, डॉक्टर राशि शर्मा जी जो को कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, जोन वाइज जितने भी कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हैं जो उनका भी आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूंगा। विश्व हित परिषद की जो एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी है, प्रेसिडेंट प्रोफेसर गोविंद शुक्ला सहाय शुक्ल सर, प्रोफेसर महेश व्यास जनरल सेक्रेटरी सर, प्रोफेसर योगेश चंद्र मिश्रा ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्रेटरी सर, प्रोफेसर के द्विवेदी ज्वाइंट ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्रेटरी, और इस संभाषा परिषद में पूरे भारतवर्ष के जितने भी स्नातक एवं स्नातकोत्तर अध्येता जो जुड़े हैं उन सभी को धन्यवाद एवं आभार प्रकट करना चाहता हूं। और निश्चित ही आज की जो ये संभाषा है वो छात्रों के साथ साथ हम सभी शिक्षकों के लिए भी लाभप्रद है और ये रिसर्च कराने में हम लोगों को काफी मदद करेगी। धन्यवाद। डॉक्टर राशि।
थैंक यू सर। ऑडियंस में से मैं कुछ पूछना चाहूंगी, किसी भी ऑडियंस को कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं, कुछ पूछना है, आप पूछ सकते हैं। पार्टिसिपेंट्स में से कोई कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता है? I think there is no question from the side of audience and participants. So, Mangal sir, shall I proceed further? Mangal sir?
जी हाँ, डॉक्टर आशी,
जी
कल्याण मंत्री।
जी जी
विशेषतः मैडम का मैं पुनः धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा। मैडम ने जो है अपना जो व्यस्तम टाइम है, लंच का जो टाइम होता है वो स्किप किया है, उसके लिए विशेष धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा मैडम।
Thank you.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामये, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Thanks to all. Thank you, madam, and thanks all participants who joined us today's program. Thanking you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation for today's Sambhasha. Thank you once again, ma'am.
Welcome, Raji.